All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe to Altcoin Daily for our daily videos on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. My name's Aaron. Great to have you checking in today. Humor me for a second. Today I want to talk about, it's kind of a slow news day. So today I want to talk about the possibility of 2019 being the year of merchant adoption. And I say this because there's a lot of infrastructure being put in place to allow this to happen. I think every single year has gotten better, especially in the last 2 years, for merchants to be able to accept Bitcoin or crypto as a means of payment. And going forward in the next couple of years, it's only going to get better. It's like the internet back in the day, when you first logged on, it was like, oh, this is kind of not that fun to be on, but eventually it got way more user-friendly, became very much easier. Anyway, the thing is, a lot of people say that 2017, when Bitcoin rallied up all the way to $20,000, a lot of people say that was the year of retail investors, which basically just means that was the year where regular, everyday, average people, by investing in Bitcoin, that was the only reason the price rallied so high, because institutional money hadn't got in yet. And I think 2019 could actually be the year of the institutional investor, since we're seeing so much infrastructure and so many companies getting into the business to allow big money to get into the space. So that's actually what I think. But this lady right here, Kayla Matthews, she wrote a pretty interesting article, and she basically lays out the case. And there's nothing revolutionary in this article, but she basically lays out the case for 2019 to be the year of merchant adoption. So let's give this a few minutes, and then you tell me what you think. So regardless of how people feel about cryptocurrency, one topic of discussion that arises frequently is whether there will be a point of widespread adoption of crypto among retailers. And if it does ever happen, is it going to happen anytime soon? A cryptocurrency executive notes a rise in merchants accepting Bitcoin. So often, before a trend firmly takes hold in society, the people who are most in the know about the matter spot promising signs before the mainstream public. Yes, that's the kind of stuff I try and point out to you all the time. This author agrees with me that we see green flags to let us know as investors something is about to happen. So it's a good sign. Here she's going to list some of the good signs. It's a good sign that Sunny Sin, Chief Commercial Officer at BitPay, reports seeing a large increase in demand from merchants ready to accept Bitcoin. Sin further clarifies that companies of all sizes have been open to the idea. Rumors perpetually swirl that Amazon might be on the verge of accepting Bitcoin. Some sources indicate that unnamed people at the company mention how much discussion has arisen more than once. So unnamed people at the company say that the leadership team at Amazon has discussed accepting Bitcoin more than once. And while there is a lack of substantial evidence that Amazon will soon let people pay with Bitcoin, the growth momentum from such merchants doing so could give Amazon the motivation it needs to fulfill the rumors in 2019. Overstock, Newegg, Microsoft are a few of the major brands that already accept Bitcoin in some capacity, and Amazon typically doesn't like to get left behind. That's right, Amazon usually likes to be leaders in the space. Next up, and we talk about this all the time, Starbucks has a connection to a company in the crypto space. So we don't even need to read this part. I highlighted here. Many individuals took that as a strong hint. Basically what they're talking about is Starbucks partnering up with Bakkt. So what Bakkt is doing with Starbucks is making it similar to what PundiX is doing, in that they want merchants to start accepting, having a way at the point of sale. What they're doing, they're not going to accept Bitcoin at the point of sale. They're going to have a way at the point of sale to convert your Bitcoin or crypto into fiat immediately, which is baby steps, right? We need a lot of baby steps to turn into giant steps, and eventually it all snowballs together. That's different from what PundiX or Square is doing. I know there's probably a lot of people in our audience who are very bullish on PundiX. I like them. I think what they're doing is necessary, and somebody's going to step up and do this. Are they the company that's going to do this? That remains to be seen. Square is also getting into that business. Basically, next year they're going to directly be competing with PundiX, I believe. So that's good for us as crypto investors. Okay, so merchants, here we go. Merchants using Square are ready for Bitcoin payments. Retailers that are interested in taking cryptocurrencies as payment could purchase dedicated terminals solely for the transaction. However, some may opt to do so by working with providers that already partner with to take other forms of payment, such as Square. For example, Square has a Cash App currently available in all 50 states for people to accept Bitcoin as payment. A poll of 100 retailers who use Square and make at least $100,000 in annual revenue shows 60% were open to accepting Bitcoin instead of American dollars. Now, despite the small sample size of this study, the results shows that cryptocurrency adoption is not as foreign as some people outside of the retail sector may think. Retailers may miss out on opportunities to profit. So this is interesting. Another case to why 2019 may be the year of merchant adoption. A study by CreditCoin, a cryptocurrency purchasing website based in the United Kingdom, found that 75% of people would spend cryptocurrencies in point-of-sale transactions if such opportunities existed. Interestingly, the same research revealed that 80% of the respondents who have cryptocurrencies thought they were merely for investment purposes until being told otherwise. Together, these statistics suggest that by not accepting cryptocurrency, merchants may be denying themselves potential opportunities to boost profits. Yes, especially from people who consider cryptocurrency their preferred method of payment. And this is really the only reason why merchants would accept crypto, because they want a way to make profits. And whether they choose to accept crypto because people are demanding it, people will be paying with crypto, so they want to have a way for people to pay in whatever way they want, or whether they're accepting crypto because they themselves see the value in having crypto, something that appreciates in value. If you're talking about Bitcoin, there's a lot of reason to think that would happen. So indeed, some of these customers may buy things in an establishment no matter what, but in the same way a retailer with a credit card terminal offers more options to consumers than cash-only sellers, a merchant who accepts crypto could potentially broaden their market reach. Then, considering that the majority of people polled in the credit union study didn't know that they could use cryptocurrencies to buy things, that statistic illustrates how merchants could set themselves apart while capitalizing on the chance to inform consumers and get press coverage for their decision to make cryptocurrency a payment choice. By themselves, those statistics don't build a case for whether more retailers will accept crypto in 2019. They do illustrate why merchants who don't are potentially ignoring valuable chances. Increasing options for accepting cryptocurrency, and this is another big one. A positive reality for retailers is they have a continually growing number of possibilities when choosing how to accept cryptocurrency. And that's great for us as, advocates for crypto, because it really doesn't matter if it's Square or PundiX or Starbucks or whoever. The fact that many people are competing to provide a service in this space means that, I guess merchant adoption is right around the corner in some way or the other. Will 2019 be the year of merchant adoption? That remains to be seen. They go on to list some specific examples of different people specifically accepting crypto. They talk about how the United States regulators, the SEC and the CFTC, did not rule Ethereum as a security, so that's good. And they say that the CFTC and SEC shouldn't hinder crypto adoption. Hopefully they don't. Then they get to the downside, and it's not all rainbows and butterflies. There is a downside. So as more and more merchants decide to branch out and take Bitcoin or other crypto in exchange for goods and services, some aspects may make retailers reluctant to take the plunge. One of the primary concerns is that cryptocurrencies are volatile, and some merchants view them as too risky because of that non-stability. That'd be a reason why they wouldn't accept. Additionally, the CreditCoin study mentioned above highlighted how people mainly think of their cryptocurrencies as investments and may not even realize they can spend them. If people hold on to crypto in hopes of eventually growing their wealth, they don't feel eager to buy things with them. That is a true thing, right? Because we're all holding. We all want our wealth to appreciate in value. And Ivan on Tech says this: the key is to spend and replace, because when you spend it, that will spur adoption, and then you immediately replace it, right? That's the best way to go. So brands are warming up to cryptocurrencies. The lack of hard evidence showing which brands will accept crypto in 2019 is undoubtedly frustrating for people ready to spend their digital currency. Conversely, it is also promising even to have names like Amazon and Starbucks potentially tapped for allowing crypto payments. Yeah, the fact they're in the conversation at all is a real good thing. Uncertainty remains, but hopeful signs also prevail. So, she really says that, she doesn't know, obviously. She just presented some rather bullish green flags. I still think that 2019 could be the year of the institutional investor. And if merchants are also accepting by then, hey, that can only lead to good things, right? Are you one of those people who thinks PundiX is going to take us to merchant adoption? Do you think Square is going to do it? Do you think Starbucks is going to do it? Let us know in the comments. That's it, guys. It's great chatting with you. I'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be a good year.